Today I was just going aggressive. I said just execute the shots. I did lay up one hole, hole 6. It was just playing so tough into the headwind that after my tee shot, I was like, I have to lay it up. But other than that, I hit every other circle 2 green in regulation.
This course, if you like have a set number in your head and you start to get behind it, you're gonna go for stuff that's not safe. And I mean, we're seeing some pretty over par scores, and that's just people trying to catch up. You just have to forget about it, stick to your game plan, and whatever you shot that round is whatever you shot.
I think it'll be close. It depends on the weather, what kind of weather we get, and it depends on if we don't get rain or anything like that, how much wind we actually get. If we do get a little bit of wind, I think 9 under each round will be enough. If it plays a little calmer, I think we could get a little better than 9.
I feel great, honestly. My game plan going in was just keep it in the fairway, don't go out of bounds, and I was able to accomplish that.
Good for the most part. 16 didn't feel very good. Followed up with a couple of birdies, so can't be that upset about it. Could be worse.
Missed 2 putts, so I mean, take those out, and then I was right there around 12 again.
Hey, what's up everyone? I want to let you know today's video is sponsored by Vessi. As you know by now, Vessi has been a huge partner of ours out on tour. We've got the whole crew outfitted with their shoes because we never know what we're going to see out there. Sometimes we get the downpours, sometimes we get the hot, dry, windy conditions. And the cool thing about the Stormburst low tops is that they're perfect for any weather conditions. They've got amazing traction for wet or dry terrain. They are 100% waterproof, not water resistant, so your feet are going to stay dry no matter what. So if you're finally ready to give Vessi shoes a shot out on your home course, you just go to vessi.com/JomezPro. That's going to give you an automatic 15% off your first purchase at checkout. That's vessi.com/JomezPro, or click the link down below or scan the QR code on the screen right now, and that's going to get you 15% off your first purchase automatically. So get over there right now. Thank you once again to Vessi for sponsoring this channel. We really look forward to seeing some of you out there with some Vessis on the course. All right, let's get back to it.
Hello and welcome to round 2 front 9 coverage of the MPO lead card here at the 2024 Ledgestone Open presented by Grip Equipment. Paul Ulibarri, Jeremy Koling, BigBarri commentary, bringing you the action on this beautiful day here in Eureka, Illinois.
You're right about that. Beautiful day. Little windy here and there. Great card for you guys as usual. Scoring conditions. It's not moving day, but you better get on your horse and ride.
Well, the Goose is going to be looking to mount a horse today. He has been playing really well on these style courses in the past couple of years. Fairways hit 100%. He is so deadly off the tee. Emerson Keith, who can forget his Worlds run in 2019 when he almost won the World Championships here in Peoria, Illinois. We got Chris Dickerson, who has been playing so well this mid part of the season. Really, I mean, all parts of all seasons, but lately he has been really making a charge. Very consistent. And an old timer, Garret Gurthie out here. Gonna see not just distance, but smooth accuracy challenge this course. Garret with a nice 8 under to start the event.
Hole 1, par 4, 633. Just clear the water, put it on Anheuser, get it right into the right. You got a lot of room over there. Just don't have crazy power turning too much, and you'll end up somewhere safe. Little chip shot up to the green, leave it on the low side over here. If you crest that hill, they can find little tricky spots, even the out of bounds, if you get a bad roll.
As long as there's not a headwind here, there should be no problem for our lead group.
Leading off at 3:30 in a 3-way tie for first place. First off of the box from Grand Junction, Colorado, Aaron Gossage.
What does Aaron got to do over the course of the next 3 rounds to take down his first Elite Series win?
Make all his putts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it comes down to with Aaron off the tee. Almost better than everybody, but this needs help. It's overstable.
It's super overstable. That's going to be good. It's going to be just fine.
Yeah. But if he makes his putts, I mean, just in the circle,
Next up,
he doesn't even need
also
bonus
in tie
putts.
for first
Yeah.
place, from
He is
Carroll,
that good off the
Texas,
tee.
Emerson Key.
Just always puts it in play. And that is just, it seems pretty obvious to do that. But these courses on tour, they're all designed to be tricky off the tee. And Aaron seems to give himself chances everywhere we go.
Yeah, he's got that dual threat just kind of dialed.
Emerson sporting the all-around game, man. Great forehand, great distance, incredibly efficient
Also in that
from his
tie,
approach game.
Great
Good putter as well.
Tennessee, Chris Dickerson.
Talk about a guy who puts it in play.
All around game.
Yep.
But yeah, back to Aaron Gossage. That's one of the first times I've ever seen the statistic after any round 100% fairways hits. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Interesting.
Rounding out the card from Gainesville, Florida, Garret Gurthie.
There can't be. I'd love to hear that statistic. How many 100% fairways hits there's been? There's been a few here and there, but
Yeah. Well, the tough thing about that, nice drive here for Garret. The tough thing about the 100% fairways hit is if you are not inside C2 on par threes, it counts as a fairway miss, I believe.
oh wow. Okay.
At least that's how it used to be with the UDisc stats. So if that's still the case, then that's really impressive because there's a lot of par threes in this course, and to give himself a look on all of them, that would explain why he's in the lead at 9 under. Chris with a good approach, leaving it short on that hill is the way to go. Don't want to get too aggressive and challenge the top of that hill. That's perfect there from Gossage.
Yeah, like we said in the flyover, leave it on the low side. You don't want to get tricky on the top level there.
Just leaving it to chance at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting better by every throw.
Garrett's going to have almost a jump putt. He's got the distance. If he wants to take it out over the water, he can get this one in the circle.
I'm surprised we don't see a few more people.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be a tricky one.
Yep.
And Garret from 16 feet, this is actually a good make.
Yes.
Well done. But that's the mistake you just don't want to make. You don't want to give yourself a sketchy putt on one.
Yeah, we saw AB miss it yesterday. Almost the same spot.
Uh-huh.
Probably helps to have a low to high putt there to stay under the branches.
Yeah. Emerson sends it in, and Gossage will step up and clean up our star frame to start the round.
Goose and Emerson both supporting those birdie colors today.
Oh,
that
yeah.
That star frame, Jomez color.
There you go.
I like that. Smart. Few people out on the course already shredding.
Wow. Isaac already through 12. Having a good round. On to hole 2, low ceiling and downhill with OB on the right initially. Stays OB right the whole way, but then OB left comes into play with the lake. A few trees you got to worry about with a good drive. They might be obstacles for your approach shot, but this is one of these holes with a good drive. It feels like a pretty simple birdie, even though OB is well inside C1 at the bottom of the hill. It still is one of those holes that you'd like to get yourself a good birdie look. Aaron, does that cut roll OB? No, it just goes straight into the ground, but surprising miss there.
Sure looked like it was gonna like it hit the
And the
string.
angle. Yeah, I thought I saw some string moving as well. Might just be the wind, or I don't know what that was. Emerson gets the height correct. As long as it doesn't skip too much, it should be fine.
What's the word? I'm not even gonna try it. Never mind. Oh, it's funny. funny in my mind.
Yeah, in only your mind. What are you getting at?
I was gonna try to say this is going out of bounds, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
But so you say this word and then afterwards force. It starts with a TR. Yeah.
Oh, centrifugal force.
There you go. Oh, so it was with it's
SC.
SC.
Yeah, centrifugal force, yes.
Still not gonna try it. It seems like the brain to mouth is not
Okay.
gonna fire on all cylinders with that, but
Well, Gossage back here having to just basically re-tee without a penalty and should be able to find himself in position to try to save the par. Chris making the mistake of turning over the forehand too much and does not activate the hyzer. That will be out of bounds.
no, don't be mean. Looked mean.
Yeah. Not
Trash Panda came up at the wrong time right there. I thought that was the OB. He popped up, but
yeah.
I think he's safe.
I think he's safe as well. Just got some woods over there on that left side. Gossage, good skip. I was about to say that's going to come up way short, but good angle control, good nose angle skip.
And put on the brakes at the right time.
Yep. I can find OB by the pin quickly.
Kind of an important shot here for Chris. See if he can save the par. Gets a skip.
Yeah.
He's inbounds.
Don't
but
think that's going to have a look. Oh, is he past the tree?
I think he might have a little straddler.
Okay, great shot from Chris. So often those shots come up short, and if you're behind that tree, it's honestly not even an easy layup. It's just the limbs go all the way to the ground. And good shot from Emerson. He'll have a good birdie look. And what kind of mess did Garret get himself in? This is a bit of a tricky...
Yeah, not your favorite spot to be. Going with the skip shot.
Gets a little edge, just barely crest the edge of the circle, but that's still going to be in C2 for the long par look.
I'd say that was a good shot. Skip it right in front of the pine tree. Give yourself a look. And inch low.
It's going to be a bogey for Garret.
Some bad luck there, I feel like.
Yeah, that roll was pretty rude after the hyzer skip sidearm.
Okay.
That
Great
thing
par.
Perhaps had one full rotation on its way into the basket. That is a good save for Goose. Did you ever mess around with the complete push putt with just very little spin to the point where it would be fluttering its way in?
Yes.
I know you like to tinker your putt.
I tried it
quite a bit.
I tried it here and there, a couple off seasons, couple like maybe 3-week spans on the tour just to feel what it was like. It's useful. I mean, as time went on, I kind of translated just that kind of stroke into my jump putts. I was doing that a lot, but it never took inside the circle, which was what I really wanted it for.
We got Gannon Bird check in here up on the tricky hole 6.
Nothing tricky about that.
Tailwind today makes 6 so much more accessible, but still a very scary hole. And even from where Gannon was, that was probably a 465-foot approach. We made it look simple with the bullseye hit. Isaac Robinson all the way up in first place. He is he 11 under? No. 7 under.
Yeah, he just took a bogey as well.
Patreon winners this week. Congratulations, Chris Jones and Jerry Peterson. You've won you won yourself some dunes from Trash Panda. There's a couple of them. We got a red one and a green one for you.
Like that. All right, little dinker here, probably about 300 feet up the hill. Looks like we're going for a flex shot here from Emerson. I don't know if he's going to try to take it all the way over. Nope. Taking the safe line, but little tree in the way.
Yeah, going flex down the middle is tough. It's best to just, if you have something dead straight, you don't get much room right to left to work with. Okay, Gossage not even worried about going at the pin necessarily, just trying to force the straight hyzer through the gap to give himself a look. Hits a late tree.
If you have the control, the backhand is the shot here. I don't know about this one. This is the hyzer. It's a skinny gap, but if you hit it, it's a guarantee. Well, he hits it.
He hits it in front of Garret Gurthie, and Garret Gurthie was the one that really showed us this play years ago when he would just slice a hyzer right through the gap every time, it seemed like. This seems really wide. And there it is. That was a little bit wider. You can hear Garret saying, I don't know about that one, but it worked.
Good deal, yeah. Had the distance, like the effort.
Emerson's been known to knock down a 100-footer or two. Goose will give this one a bid.
Ish.
Yeah. This would be a great bounce back birdie for Garret after the unfortunate bogey on 2. Get some confidence on the green. Yes.
Right on line on 2 as well. Just a little low. And it's kind of his bugaboo. High and low. Usually on target.
Yeah.
Chris gets the 2 under after 3. Great start.
Birdie in 3, man. It's just it's right there in front of you, but it plays like it feels good to birdie this hole. This isn't one of these holes where you birdie it and you feel like, I should birdie it. It's there in front of you, so you kind of have that feeling, but it never plays that way.
Yeah. Do you still go over the path?
I've been going down the middle this year, but I go back and forth every year. Just the hyzer forehand just scares me. Too many trees you can kick you, OB. And look who we're checking in with on this particular hole. It's Calvin Heimberg on the hole he aced famously last year. This one, not so good, unfortunately. Goes out of bounds left.
3 under right now, so having a decent round, and that's a great save.
Wow.
Good putt.
Great delivery. A very low ceiling there. Calvin has so much force behind that putt that usually low ceilings make me think he's going to have trouble with it, but he's usually able to get those things zipped in there. 4 players now at 11 under. Hole 4 is such a tough, beautiful par 3. What are you thinking about here?
I'm thinking like right down the middle is the play. I
Which
like.
one's the middle? There's so many middles.
Right where the drone's going.
Yeah,
if you can get that on a slight hyzer, and push it to the left of into the bushes on the left, that's what you're trying to do. If you're gonna have an obstructed putt on the left, but
you'll take it.
I think that's the proper play here.
It looks like Chris is lining the inside left. When thrown pure, this is the best way to get there, but that's going to find the left side unless it gets a good ricochet. You got to flip that up if you're going the straight route.
Yeah. See if Garrett's going to go with that.
I think he is.
Slight hyzer.
Oh.
Too wide. You just got to miss one of these. And this, if that misses that, that's good. Looks pretty good.
I think that was bark shooting off the tree. I don't think he just busted his mid-range up. But Garret is known to throw an 8-time and 9-time rock in his bag, so he's got some of that old plastic still flying.
This looks pretty good. This should make it pin high-ish.
You'll take it.
Yep.
Take it 8 days a week. Love Goose's new shirt.
All go in that left gap.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to what we saw from Chris and kind of pretty similar to what we saw from Emerson. That's fine. Such a touchy approach from the top of the hill. Garrett's going with his AVR X3. Put a little ante on it. That looks pretty good. Okay, that's a roller coaster.
Wow.
You usually see it rolling on this hole. You're not liking it. How much else you can do from that left side there for Dickerson, wisely laying up.
You can send it.
I think this guy's going to be sending. Oh, boy. Oh,
tough spots. Those are the ones you got to make, though. Got to make the looks that you get out here. No matter how high they are, that's a great save. No matter
yes, it is.
How much stuff you have in your way, if you just got to make those inside the circle putts.
Emerson sent the first putt, and the bogey is the price of parcel. A little aggressive on this green here, you are going to find yourself skipping over that path more often than not. Checking back in here with Gannon on the bridge hole where he took a 5 yesterday, and we are going to the B placement, which is up to the left. It's going to come up C2 short.
Seems like that's where a lot of people end up, is C2 on this one for some reason. There's another one, yeah.
I think they'll figure this one out for Saturday. If that's a common issue, I think they'll straighten those fairway drivers or mid-ranges up. Oh, look at that one.
Nice little catch right off the rim.
Little soccer celebration, too. Kind of formed an airplane.
Take the shirt off.
That would be awesome.
Gannon.
Oh, look at that. Gannon made a putt from C2.
Slide head first.
Bring soccer celebrations into disc golf, man. This is what we've been missing. Hey, Chris slides his way up to the top of our card here. Now a stroke behind a few players on other cards.
Joel Freeman now at 8 under as well, along with Isaac with a little fire emoji. 476 tailwind today, covering this baseball field. There is a lot of out of bounds deep. That's going to be...
Are you sure there's a tail? Is it really a tailwind?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think
man,
so.
it's switched up. It was a left to right headwind for earlier groups, but I'm telling you, I was much earlier. Well, that's good for them.
Yeah, there's a little left to right out there.
What I don't like about the left to right headwind
is it makes everything go too far. Straight, like this one.
Is that it's so hard to get to the pin. What I was going to say is that if you go high, it actually can help slow your disc down and keep you inbounds, but that's not the case for Dickerson. But it looks like it could be the case here for Garret. Never mind.
It's kind of a crazy little situation on this hole because I feel like as Aaron gets
that's
it
a
to
real
flip up,
aggressive line. I like it though.
get over there. Hard to get to the pin, like you said, but excuse me. I feel like if you were to lay up to the right every time forever, you would gain so many strokes on the field, but I also don't think you're going to gain strokes on the leaders. I think the leaders are getting there and getting this one a couple times. This one has no chance.
Yeah, just never going to get over that fence. It's about 18 feet from the pin, but that's not good enough here on hole 5.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, like, you don't have to win the tournament on this hole.
No.
You know, yeah, you might be losing strokes to the leaders on this hole, but gain them somewhere else. Like, this is such a scary hole that if you are nervous at all of that drop zone, which is 350 feet away, I've got no problem playing up.
So let me ask you, have you ever laid up?
Absolutely not.
And why not? Have you birdied it more times than you've bogeyed
Oh, heck no. Heck no. Not even no. But like now you're talking about why I've always needed a caddy, and that's a completely different conversation.
Jules isn't pulling up the reins on you?
I don't think I would ever allow it. Like I don't think I could allow it.
She tells you maybe we should lay up. That thing's going.
I'm doing exactly whatever the opposite thing is that she said. Not because I don't respect her, but because I'm just a idiot by nature. That's just how I play disc golf.
And that's who she loves.
Garret for the bogey. A great effort just off the top of the rim.
Goose almost gets the birdie, but a little low. Okay, we got 2 5s on the board. That's tough.
Yeah, and that's what that drop zone does to you. That drop zone it's tough to really trust that distance.
See, that's what's kind of nuts to me is, so now it's going to take you 2 rounds to get back to even par on this hole, and you have to go for it, and it's a really tough birdie. I'm saying, caddy, I'm telling my player to lay up here, unless you're like AB, to where you can throw 1,000 miles in the air
Just
with
spike
a most
hyzer.
overstable disc ever made.
Yep.
AB, Gannon, a few people. I mean, Garret, I trust Garret too, and he messed it up, so I don't know. It was almost in bounds. Just one of those food for thoughts out there.
For sure. I mean, course management is such a huge part of the gameplay, the game strategy going into Eureka with OB on every hole. It's Lumen. I mean, this is another one of these holes where you have to make a decision before the event starts. Am I going for this hole? If there's a headwind, you shouldn't ever go for this hole. But if there's a tailwind, it actually becomes a lot more manageable. And that's what the wind that we've got today going into this 885-foot hole. Going to be a pretty boring tee shot, relatively. It's kind of just a simple hyzer. But from there, you've got so many decisions to make.
Goose gets it out wide. He has plenty of speed. This is going to be just fine as long as it hits the brakes, and it does.
That's good. I think he wouldn't mind if he started the hyzer out about 30 to 40 feet right of that. A little bit more like this. This is a nice shot from Chris.
Middle. One more tee shot. Everybody kind of knows what to do here. Wide. We do see somebody every single year pull it to the right and it never comes back in.
Yep.
So far, we're doing good though.
Yeah, those are good shots from Emerson and Chris. I think Garret and Goose will be fine as well. But here's the $1 million question. You staying or you going? Garrett's going. It's too low. Oh my gosh, it makes it all the way to the OB line and does not cross in bounds. Devastating. The miss is high and left. If you're going to make a mistake, go OB left. Get the distance. Chris in some danger of making the same mistake, but he crawls over the line. And just
have a funky putt though.
Oh gosh. I mean, I'd take the funky putt over 400 feet and throwing his 4th shot like Garrett's going to do here in a second.
This thing looks zooming.
It's zooming. Is it going to skip enough though? It's not.
Oh no.
Huge. I mean, almost it feels like a catastrophic mistake just because you're about to throw nearly the same shot and you're just hoping to get up and down for the bogey.
Hurry.
Goose is trusting it. and it doesn't cross in bounds.
One player.
Wow. And that is what the tailwind entices the players to do. It seems more attackable. And now they're all back here.
Oh, fantastic bogey right there.
Yep.
Bogey's fine. This is a par 5 in my mind.
Used to be.
Yeah.
When we were playing stroke and distance rules, the same hole. Really, nothing's changed on it. Just used to be a par 5. Emerson's still got some work to do for the bogey.
Goose going
Very nice.
Going with a putter or mid-range there, and that ends up sitting down and checking up perfectly.
Oh, that is a textbook Chris Dickerson style putt. Little Annie nose up stepper. Just comes up a bit short. And that's a great bogey save for Emerson. Looks like Chris is just going to get one stroke on the rest of the card.
Which is crazy. For how far back they were.
Yes.
You would think somebody would make the mistake of going left at that point.
They all clutched up and just eliminated their mistakes to a single mistake.
Yep. Because typically that happens and you go, okay, I can't take a 9. And then it goes left and you're fine with it. You know? Make the putt for double bogey and it's okay because you're like, ooh, if I go for that again and I pull it, that's a big number.
But you can see the draw here on 6 and why it can be such a tough hole. Averaged a half stroke over par. And we're checking in now with Isaac Robinson, who's got a lot of green next to his name. He's all the way up on 18.
Oh,
he's
goodness.
looking to get another birdie.
That to get to 13 under par, and we don't see him miss these very often unless they pop back all weird like.
It's not hole 4 in Minnesota, so.
Really wide takeaway from Gannon here. Plays it perfectly, knows his disc, knows his shot shape.
He's just a well-oiled machine, man. This guy is firing on all cylinders lately.
Yep.
The game seems too easy at times when you watch Gannon play. The throw seems so casual and it goes so far, so fast.
What is the simplest way to improve your disc golf game? The answer, learn from the very best. Paul Ulibarri, Simon Lizotte, Ezra Aderhold, and Holland Hanley. They're not just players, they are your elite coaches guiding you every step of the way. The Power Disc Golf Academy is the premier online disc golf academy with over 150 on-demand lessons that are specifically designed to improve your skills right now. So what are you waiting for? Join today at PowerDGA.com.
On to the truly must-get hole here on the property, hole 7, par 3. It's in 299. I'll go ahead and say it's probably 270. But just a straight shot. We saw Cole Rodon throw the most beautiful straight putter that chained out yesterday. We've seen it ace several times before. Just right there.
In the ground, putting though. Can't be too mad about the result.
Yeah, it's like a 7.2 out of 10.
Yeah, not his best, but not in the lake.
That's right.
In the creek. Ooh,
boy.
this is,
I will give this a 4.7.
yeah, with how good his game is.
Yes.
Turn.
As a very, very understable rock 3 with a very bad kick, and I believe it has found OB. Yes, it has. See if someone can put it close.
This one's close. Oh, yeah. That's what you're looking for. 20-footer. Left to right tailwind. Deal. Watch it again.
Little tiny bit of anhyzer coming in. Giving a little scare. Probably a gator for Emerson there. Garrett's had a tough stretch of 3 holes now. He's going to be 3 over par, I believe, for the round.
Oh, he wanted it. Kind of coasted off the top there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to stay in bounds. Chris circles the edge. This is in the circle. You want to have it, and he's got it.
And that's that slow, fluttery putting style. You can hit left side high, and it sticks. A spin putter is going to fall left every time. But Chris's catching area on the basket is much greater due to that style.
Good birdie. Garret tapping in a bogey, unfortunately.
That's going to drop him to 5 under now, and he's dropping down the leaderboard quickly. Needs to right the ship. Gossage still a little bit of work left.
Dickerson in 5th place, so holding strong, just at 200. Don't got to do much out here right now.
Yep.
It's playing tough.
The only person on our lead card today under par through 7 holes. Hole 8 is a tough hole to get things moving in the right direction. It is a long 2-shot hole that requires you hitting a fairly tiny gap off the tee, but then it really gets tricky up here by the green. The OB line is painted all the way at the top of the hillside, so even if you start going down that hill, there's really no way you can find land anyways. It is just straight river. And there's actually OB on the right side of the green as well in that little swamp bog area.
Think anybody's going to go with the big hyzer today?
I don't think so. I mean, we had a pretty decent wind for it yesterday. The headwind kind of helps lift, and with the tailwind, I don't know. Garret could do it, but I don't think that big spike hyzer is not really the play for the rest of these guys.
Don't be mean. That's mean.
Yep. So he'll have to go to a very difficult drop zone, which I believe is 525 feet from the pin.
Oh, this is pulled as well. Ooh.
A nice little leaf.
Exploded something. What is it? How much force was on there?
I don't know how much force on it, but he put a decent amount of centrifugal force.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Garrett's centrifugal force is real nice.
That's nice.
That is a bomb. So you have option. You can go turf pad or natural tee, and Emerson electing to go au naturel.
Put a lot on this one. He's got to stay out of there. Or
that is C1?
I think that's C1.
Oh my goodness. Emerson Keith.
That's a blast.
Given himself an opportunity to save par from the drop zone, something we've only seen a few times ever on this hole.
Is this the flippiest disc ever, or is it gone for...
This looks like the swimmiest disc ever.
Yeah.
And Chris, that's an unforced error there. You have to avoid that left side.
Goose gets a little flip up, but this is your typical miss to the right
Watch
over
out.
there.
There is OB over there, but I don't think Goose has found it.
Muddy.
Okay.
Not your best lies.
Uh-huh. Garret, after a behemoth drive, puts it in bullseye. That is how you play hole 8 right there. Well done.
Just outside the circle.
Okay, so he's going to be able to do his little step or just...
Oh, baby.
That is so good. Maybe one person a tournament will save par from the drop zone on 8. Emerson has just done it. Well done for Goose. Nice birdie.
Good par save. And then just an absolute bully.
2 under for the card is phenomenal.
With an OB, with 2 OB strokes.
That's phenomenal. That is
as good as you can do.
That's really great.
Somebody's throwing it in.
Yep, everyone got it done in 3 throws, just 2 extra penalty strokes there. That's pretty awesome, especially after.
So you could lay up and then get the birdie.
Yeah, that's possible. You'll never see anyone ever try it, but yeah, that's possible. Flying over 9. Basket on the right side is the A placement, and over here is the B placement. We've had a placement over here before when the right side A placement was flooded, and it was kind of a contingency plan. This time it's a little bit longer than where it was before.
Yeah. What I say is take an overstable disc and act like you have to park the other placement for the win. And this is exactly where it'll go.
Yeah, it's very similar distance, and that's a good point.
Because a lot of times you're like, okay, I just want to put one in bounds, and you end up over on the left side.
Goose puts it in the circle.
She's got it going. And not, like I said, I feel like this one causes a lot of people to be short for some reason.
It looked like a mid-range for Garret. Seemed a little bit slower.
Also looks kind of short to me.
It is. It's right there next to G's.
See if Emerson can put a little more oomph on it. Like the height, like the power.
Yeah, there's oomph
like the
behind
lift.
that. Yeah.
Short.
Okay, but it looked oomphier.
Mm-hmm.
Not Chris's best effort. Not Garrett's best effort.
Little to be desired for. And now up to Goose.
Okay. Now we're
not
rolling.
his best effort.
Yeah, exactly. But in
his
too good of a drive
amazing.
to miss from that short. Same number of birdies from round 1 to round 2. But a lot more pars in the B placement. A few more bogeys for some reason going for the straighter pin.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's tighter over there. People pulling it to the right. People coming up short as well. The hyzer angle just plays a little better on that one. But as we look at the scoreboard, I mean, I'm surprised. Not the best scores we've seen on this course, which we've seen in the past, like Ricky going 14 that one time.
Yeah,
and
Worlds.
Seems like we see a couple 12s every tournament with a bunch of 9s and 10s, and we're just not seeing that today.
Slow. It's a slow front 9 here for round 2, but it is a 4-round event. And we'll see if these guys can get things going in the back 9, trying to stay on the league card going into Moving Day Saturday. We want to thank the Founders Club for being awesome and helping us out all these years. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in just a moment for the back 9 of round 2 here at Eureka.